Hello guys, so this is how my house hunting journey in Abuja started. My two brothers and I found somewhere. We found this house. It was a 3-bedroom. It was somewhere in Idu. We really loved it. I mean, it wasn't so far from where we lived, and life can be Idu-ish. So this was the first day we went to see the place. You can see how everywhere is so beautiful. The balcony was giving. It was close to the Turkish hospital just over there. That's what my brother was showing. Apologies that he didn't get to make this video in landscape, but yeah, I had to just work with this. So showing the rooms, this was the first room. You can see that everywhere was just so prim and proper. And the price of this house is going to blow your mind when I finally tell you how much it was. So this was supposed to be their room. It's a master's bedroom. I wanted to take this room for myself because it was really spacious, but I had to just sacrifice against my wish. This was me saying how much I loved the room. This was the view. Although I didn't like this view because it was too quiet. Compound was really spacious and it was really quiet. But yeah, I decided to give up the room for them. This was going to be my room. Do you understand? Please bear with me. I'm just talking as the video plays. So yeah, this was my balcony. This was going to be my balcony, for God's sake. I'm going to explain the reason why I keep saying going to be, because I mean, this house was everything we thought we're looking for. And I was the one who found this house for my brothers, for us rather. I was the one who found it. You can see how spacious the house was. It came with a standby gen. So on this particular day, or I think the previous day, my brothers went to see this other house. It was in Guzape. It was a 4-bedroom with a BQ. I think the master's bedroom was on top. This is the master's bedroom. It was a 2-story building. So this was the view. But the thing with this Guzape house was that it was really quiet. And yeah, so they're showing you around, going downstairs, and then it was really spacious. I mean, it's just the three of us, for God's sake. It was too big, way too big. Where are we going to fit in all of our property? So yeah, still showing you the view. I mean, the view was really viewing, but our problem with this house was it was too spacious. God damn it. So yeah, this is the kitchen, and yes, I didn't like the tiles they used in the kitchen, so no, that's supposed to be the big Q. So yeah, we saw this the previous day before we saw that first house. I think this was the video that was supposed to even start this whole process. So yeah, it was in a gated community. So coming back to this house that we chose, fun fact, we paid for this house. We even started cleaning it. But lo and behold, something happened. Hello guys, so come house hunting with me today as I go to look for a house with my younger brother in the city of Abuja, preferably Life Camp, Idu, Jahi, maybe Uye, and Garki. So yeah, don't finish that thing for me. Anyway, so this comes after a really useless landlord refunded our money yesterday. After collecting our money last week, he comes to the house yesterday and be like, oh, I'm not giving you for this house. Like, long story short, really useless man. So yeah, let's go and find out. Let's go and see what we find today in the city of Abuja. Okay, so the problem with that house was that we paid for it. After like almost 2 weeks, the landlord refunded our money, even after we were cleaning. Like, this useless landlord comes to the house one day and says, you know what, he saw us cleaning. He was like, you know what, I'm not giving you people this house again. You people are just, why are 3 young people living alone? That was how the useless man refunded our money. So the first house we checked out was that one, the one we just coming from. It had an elevator, but then it wasn't giving. It was just old. It looked so like, it's not modern, you understand? So So those 2 crazy agents we went with took us to this dilapidated place. The irritating thing about this house was that it was a restaurant that they were trying to convert into a house, and this agent expected. We didn't even finish seeing the house. We just left. We left them in the building and we just came out. So this is what this. I think this was somewhere in Mabushi. How do they expect us to live there? So moving on, I forgotten where this was. I think this was in Apo, or was it Jabia? I can't remember. No, Uye. Yeah, this is Uye. So we kept driving around looking for something. This one looked nice, but I think it was filled. So yeah, we kept driving around. We didn't have any agent with us on this particular day. We just kept finding random agents. So they took us to this one, but it was looking outside the building. It was just old, like it's not modern. So we just kept driving around. This is still Wuye. I mean, Wuye has nice buildings, but we weren't finding anything that was free. I think this guy came out to tell us there wasn't anything. So, but we saw this close by and we walked to it, but getting inside the building, it was really small. And so we drove to Jahi, kept driving around, and then we saw this building. Okay, this looked like what we want. And this is me and my brother going inside. The thing about this building is that it's a serviced apartment. They hadn't opened it. They hadn't launched it yet. They were still doing some work. But my brother and I really loved how it looks like. It was what we were looking for. Like, I mean, see the finishing, see the ground, see. But then sadly, nobody had started living inside. So we just kept looking around. I mean, it was giving. But the thing is, it didn't have any balcony. Balconies were my weak spots, actually, ever since that previous house. So, I mean, okay, yes, I didn't tell you guys how much that first house was. The rent was 3 million naira. You can see my brother looking at me like, "Ene, this is what we want. This is what we want." So yeah, the rent for the house was 3 million naira. After we paid the stupid landlord, we paid the legal fee of was it 150 or thereabout. So we had to leave because I mean this house wasn't up for rent right now, and then it's going to be a service apartment, meaning it came with all of the facilities. So we had to make a quick stop at Chicken Republic to get food because we was famished. You can see my famished face. So yeah, meanwhile, we had agents sending us pictures and videos of houses that fit our description, but as you can see, none of them were giving. I mean, this one in the middle, it would have given, but what was my issue with this house? Okay, I didn't like something about this house. This one in the middle particularly. Yes, I think it was this tiles. I didn't like the tiles. Like, it just looked ancient. It didn't look modern. Do you understand? Like, why would the bathroom be this color, for God's sake? So there are different sets of houses, as you can see, obviously. Hello guys, so it's day 2 of house hunting. So this house was really messed up my skin. I'm still recovering actually. So we came to this house. This was the day my phone got lost. I climbed. This was somewhere. What's this estate again? Still estate at Idu. You can see I was complaining. I had been sunburnt. So we still walked here. I think this was hall 7. Yeah. So like I was saying, my phone. I climbed the bike. You can see this house. This was the house we got. It's still around Idu. So I was just taking a bike to go back to my house. From those places we went to check out. Hello guys, so it's day 2, officially day 2 of house hunting in Abuja. You guys saw the nonsenses they showed us yesterday and even earlier this morning. We went to see another round. So yeah, let's go and see what we see. Let's go and look for new possibilities today. Yay! That's my brother over there. Don't know if you can see him. And our house is empty. We're already selling some things and moving some things to the other place, but this was the first nonsense they took us to, all the way in, what's that place that is beside beside Gwarimpa? What's that place? I can't remember. How dare they take us to somewhere like this? The road was just so messed up. Like, what are we supposed to live here? I mean, no offense to people that live here, but I mean, for God's sake, this was me filming the road because okay, yeah, like I was saying, this was still the day I forgot my phone on the bike. I took a bike to go and look at one of the houses, and I came down from the bike and forgot my Android phone on top of the bike. Thankfully, it was a good man. Good people still exist because I kept calling the phone. He picked up and then he brought the phone back to me. Thank God. So yeah, this house, it was a bit spacious. It was a bit spacious, but I mean, like, the location, for God's sake, why would you? And then it didn't have any balcony. It was tiny. What was I saying spacious? Okay, the parlor was spacious, but tiny. Like, is this supposed to be my room? Hello? Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm just showing you guys what the room looked like. What did I even say? How much was this? I think this was 3 point something. But no, never. Hello. Okay, yeah, so still showing you guys the road, how inaccessible it is. And then I didn't like the color of this tiles. Like, why can't you just make, why would you choose to use ancient tiles? So yeah, we continued our journey. That's my brother in front and our driver. So I think this was Katampe. Yeah, so we came to Katampe because I mean it looked like they had nice places. So we decided to just, we were with an agent this day. So the first took us here, but I wasn't liking the view. Like, the view was not giving. And then what's this curve? This dining table curve. What is this ancient curve? For God's sake. What are these tiles in this kitchen? Why? Like, so tiny. And then like it was just not modern. Like, this was our driver. The man started to help us look. So yeah, but this was not giving. How much did they say? I think this was 3.5. Yeah. You see my brother's face? Oh my goodness. No, it wasn't giving. It wasn't giving at all. Oh my gosh. No. Still looking at it. My answer is still no. Okay. No. So yeah, I just had to go return back peacefully. The sun was dealing with me. Thankfully, I had my sunscreen because I mean, I realized I was going to be walking under the sun a whole lot. So yeah. So this was still Katampe. Was this Katampe? Hold on. Okay, no, Jahi. So here we didn't have any agents. My brother and I were just walking around Jahi. This house, really big, really, I think it was a 4 or 5 bedroom. I think it was 9 million naira. Way above our budget. Really way above our budget. So this is us just returning peacefully from whence we came. When I told us the price, my brother said, "Anna, this is not what we're looking for, let's just go." So yeah, that's my younger brother, by the way. But I was still just taking in. Okay, yeah, we came to another place. Apparently, people had just moved out of this one some few days ago, and so it was up for let. But it was not so spacious, and then it was on the ground floor. We don't want anything down. We're not looking for ground floor issues and then it was a bit small, and I think it was like 3.5 million plus agency plus. It's only in Abuja that there was somebody who tell you, oh, the house is 2 million, but you need to pay 7 million for service charge, blah 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 blah. Nonsense. So I think that house was like that, and then it was not spacious. So we were walking around, still found another place to let this place, but the people in charge of it were not around. We kept knocking, nobody was answering, but my brother found a way to open the gate and go inside. But unfortunately, the doors were actually locked. So we had to he took the person's number there and told him, okay, we're going to be back. I found this one. It was a penthouse. And then I think they told me 9 point something million. So it wasn't, I just liked the aesthetics of how it looked. But we still went inside to check it. These are two different houses actually, not the 9 point something. I think this was like 7 point something. There wasn't light because it was already getting late. It was like 7 p.m. still within the same Jahi. I did like the whole the finishing and all of that, but it was way above our budget. So we just had to keep walking. Saw this one as well, but it was a serviced apartment, I think. Still walking around Jahi. We came back to this one we initially left. The gatekeeper had come back apparently, so he was taking us around. Apparently other people came to look at it too, and they were somewhere behind me. So, but yeah, this was, what did they even tell us for this one? I think this was 5.5 million naira. I think it was a 3-bedroom. I liked the finishing. It had a balcony. I mean, that was the first thing I noticed. I don't know why I craze for balcony, but yeah, I did have a balcony, and then it was really, really spacious actually, no cap. I loved the ground. I liked the walls, and the fact that it looked really modern. But yeah, like they told us 5.5 million for 2 years. So my brother and I started thinking, okay, does this mean 5.5 million for 2 years? One year is 2 point something. Okay, does that mean that we can actually look for how we can raise the money to make it 5.5 million? So we kept looking around and all of that. My brother was telling me, and this is what we're looking for once again. So yeah, I took the barista's number. I called him. I was like, okay, but then I didn't like the walls. Why would you make your walls brown? What is all of this archaic nonsense? So still looking at balcony and taking in all the view. I love the view. So yeah, I took the man's number. We went to check the other one upstairs because everywhere was free. There were like none were taken. Do you understand? So we went upstairs to check it, but I called the guy. Quick stop to get something to eat because we're starving. Had to also get fuel, and so yeah, like I was saying, call the barista. He said 5.5 million for 2 years, and I was like, okay, does that mean 1 year is 2 point something? He was like, no, 5.5 million for 1 year, and you have to pay 2 years. That's 11 million. I was like, okay, all the best. So yeah, people still sending us houses and all of that. So we found this one in Jahi. I think this was the next day, a Saturday or so. So really spacious, extremely spacious, but it didn't have a balcony. But okay, I decided, okay, I can do without a balcony. And then my brothers were like, and we won't find anything better than this. We won't find anything better than this. Let's just take this. Da 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 da. Really spacious. I love the look at the store. You can see how spacious the store was. I didn't take this video because I didn't come with them when they came. I came to meet them later, but I forgot to make a landscape video. That's my brother over there. This is not me, obviously. It's the agent that took us here. Really spacious parlor, really big rooms. I love the finishing. It was a 3-bedroom, and I think this was like 3 million, and then additional cost here and there. This was supposed to be my room, actually, right? Yeah, this was supposed to be my room. Really spacious, but the problem with this house is we indicated interest. So we realized that, okay, since we don't want issues again like the first issue we had, that you people are really young, blah blah blah, 3 of you. So we decided to involve my mom and my dad, and we had them reach out to the lawyer. He was like, you people are not going to be living with them, so I can't give you people the house. He was like, okay, he's going to speak to the landlord, but the landlord was like, no, he needs a father figure in the house. 3 young people cannot just be living by themselves. So another useless issue, and then took us back by 4 weeks because it's the same nonsense we experienced first time, and after searching we found somewhere only to encounter the same useless problem. So my brother kickstarted his search again. He was the one making this video because the next day he was like, okay, let him just go and start searching again. But he sent me this video. I was like, what the fuck what are all these nonsense colors? What are all these tiles in the bathroom? I can't deal with this. Like, why would any sane person paint their rooms green? Why would you use these tiles in the bathroom? Why would you paint a room blue? How archaic can you be? Like, what is this view? This was still in Jahi. He came with an agent though, so it was a no for me. So in the process of trying to get my uncle to go and get the house for us, thankfully he didn't. We found this place. The thing is that the next day we're supposed to arrange with my uncle to go and get that place because he's a fatherly figure and all of that. But my problem with that house is I kept telling my brothers that I don't like that road. The road was untarred, and Jahi road was bad, and it looked like they weren't going to fix the road anytime soon. So I was not agreeing. So these were other houses people were sending us. So I was like, my feet were dragging regarding that particular house. So thankfully, thank God we did. So that same day we went searching. These were houses other people were sending us. So we found that house that you can saw. Jesus Christ, what am I saying? We found that house that you saw my brother doing the peace sign in. It was in the night. So we decided, okay, there's one place. Let's just go and check it. Thankfully, houses were available. Let this video finish playing. What's this? I should delete this. It's making my video long. Anyway, so we went back to the house that we saw the previous evening. Yeah, but I wasn't liking the tiles. I wasn't liking the tiles in the kitchen. It was a 3-bedroom, and then it came with a BQ. I think it was 4 point something, almost 5 million naira. So they were showing us this one, but we weren't feeling this particular house. So, but yeah. I mean, why would a landlord build a kitchen and just, first of all, why would a landlord build a house and just use for this kind of a modern house? Why would you use this archaic cupboard? Like, why would you use nonsense cupboards like this? Do you understand? And then they hadn't yet installed the door. Why would you use nonsense cupboards like this? And where are the kitchen cabinets? No cabinets. Why are there no burglaries or nets on the window? Why do Abuja landlords behave like this? Like, what nonsense? But yeah, I like the balcony. I like the view and everything and all of that. You can see me. I was okay. So I was like, okay, let's see what we can do with this. There's supposed to be an elevator. It's still under construction. I think they said they're going to construct that the next month. So thankfully there was another flat available and that one it had a nicer view. The doors were installed, and I like the color of the kitchen. Although, also it was the same setup. I like the color of the tiles. It was the same setup though. So yeah, this is me just showing you guys what the kitchen store looks like, what the house basically looks like. And I actually preferred this one. Because it had a much nicer view. Do you understand? And so yeah, just showing you one thing that was it for me was the balconies. Like, the parlor had a balcony, 2 rooms had a balcony, 1 room didn't. So that's still okay. In my head, I felt like I was never going to see something better than that first house that was red and white. But this just blew my mind, on top of the fact that it has an elevator. Oh my gosh, you had me at elevator, baby. So yes, when God said, okay, this thing you people lost, I'm going to give you people something better, in my head I was like, what could be possibly better than this? But thankfully, God is God. So we found this, but we had a problem with this. I'm not even going to lie, we had a problem with this. So this is me showing you guys the elevator, and the BQ is at the backyard. So we could choose to rent this out if we want to. So yeah, it also has a different access to it. You could access it differently. You don't need to come to the main entrance. So this is me just excited with what we found. But then other people were still sending us different things. And I liked some of these houses, especially this one in the middle. But what did I not like about this house? It looked somewhat small in my opinion. Oh wait, was that what I didn't like about it? Or it was way above my budget? Okay, yes, what did I not like about this house? Let me see, what did I not like? I think it was the location that I didn't like, or that the room, this room was really small. Yeah, this room. And then why would you use white tiles in the bathroom? That's what old people do. What the fuck? So yeah, it looked really small. I like the doors. I've forgotten, how much was this? I think this was, where was this? I've forgotten. Like, this was over a month ago. Yeah, small rooms. Yes, that's what I didn't like about it. And then they showed us this one. They sent us this one. Now this house, I particularly, when we saw that other house, that house with the nice view and all of that, we also, long story. So like I was telling you, they gave us issues with that house, so we're still looking for other ones. So but this was the video that the agent sent to me, and the fact that everywhere had an AC, even the kitchen had an AC. So like I was telling you, we had an issue with getting the house, and I had, like, all of a sudden the facility manager stopped picking my calls and all of that. So like I said, we came to the house that the agent sent us. Well, I told my brother, from looking at those videos, this house is really small. He didn't believe me. So coming to the house, making videos with myself, is really small, although everywhere had ACs, and I think this wasn't Katampe. I like the fact that there was a balcony in the parlor, but the view was not viewing from the rooms. Even the view from the balcony was not viewing. This house also has an elevator, by the way, but the view was not viewing. The kitchen was really tiny, but the kitchen also had an AC, had a gas cooker, but the view was not viewing. I think it was like over 4 million naira or something like that. And yeah, really small, really small. So my brothers and I was like, okay, let's just do everything we can to get that house, because I mean, it's let's just do everything that we can. So this is the view. No way. Like, why will I be looking at huts in the middle of the night if I just want to come to my balcony? For God's sake. So this is my friend. She was my agent. Yeah, and one thing about this house that it also came with an inverter. It had its own personal inverter. So this was the elevator. Like I said, they were working on this elevator in this particular house. So this is a destination. My brother was like, let's go and check it out. Maybe we could live there. Quick stop to get food because we were parched and starving. So yeah, coming back to the house that we had, no, we didn't come back to the house. We were checking other houses. This is another house, close to Mabushi that also has an elevator. My brother was like, let's just stop here. This was in the evening. After that long ass day, we went back home and came out again. Let's go and check this house out. But only one room had a balcony. The other rooms, and they had not finished with this house. So bottom line, I still preferred that other house that we saw, because this view was not viewing, and then the rooms were a bit small. I have a whole lot of stuff that we're not going to fit into the rooms, or it will fit and then movement would be restricted. Oh my gosh, I've been talking for the past 20 something minutes, but yeah. Just still checking the house. I mean, the parlor had a balcony, but it was a tad bit small. If you're in Abuja, you probably know where this road is. Bear in mind, my brother and I we're already just so fucking pissed and angry and sad with everything. But yeah, still checking. The person I had to speak with was not on site. I had to call him, but the man didn't even sound like a serious person, because he said he was going to call me the next day and he didn't. I had to reach out to him again. What's up? Is the house still available? The house is now available for rent? But he was like, he doesn't know. Let him find out. But I didn't bother, because I mean, although it has a nice view, it has a nice view from the front. It has nice aesthetics. Like, I like the finishing. This was what the elevator looked like, but it was not just spacious enough. So my brother and I had to leave. Yeah, you can tell where this is if you really know Abuja that much, what it looks like from outside. So yeah, my brother and I now decided to, still driving with our driver, we had to stop here. I think this is Urban Shelter, right? At Life Camp. So we stopped, and then a man standing immediately recognized us, like, you are looking for a house? I was like, huh? It was really shocking. So I was like, okay, he's an agent, let him just quickly show somebody here. And so we decided to just look too, because I mean, I like looking at new houses, to be honest. It was something my mom raised us up with, like when we were much younger, like 7 to 10, 15, she would just take us to houses to just look at it. So I actually like looking at houses, but this particular process was stressful. So this house he came to show somebody was, I think it was a 5-bedroom, and I think the rent was like 13 million for a year. But yeah, I liked how everywhere was not, I loved the balcony. Also liked how everywhere was not similar, like the rooms were not similar. Do you understand? Like, I loved the walk-in closet and everything. But I mean, 13 million, obviously way above our budget, and really big. I mean, it's just 3 of us. Hello. What are we going to put in this space? So, but we're still looking, because I mean, loved the aesthetics. Yeah, 5-bedroom. Yeah, it was 5-bedroom. I think at this point my brother was like, no, let's go, because it's not what we're looking for. Let's just wait for the man to finish and then show us. This was really an adventurous day. We're trying to book a ride, so we're by the road somewhere at close to Lifecam Junction. So these were houses people were still sending to us, not giving at all. This one in the middle, I didn't have a problem with this one in the middle, just that sometimes agents do not send full videos. They just send you one video. They just send 20 seconds and you're supposed to be satisfied and want to book viewing. Look at this house by the left. Why is everywhere blue? Like, why? In this day and age, why? And this one by the right, I didn't like the flooring. I didn't like the towels. So yeah, on this day, I decided to go and meet the lawyer of that house that I liked by myself. Like, explain to me why you people are acting like this. So this is our property. Funny story, right? This house was in that house that this is a 5-bedroom house. It was part of that house. It was in the compound of that red house where the building was red. So the day the landlord did his nonsense, some of our properties that we got brand new, they're already delivering it to that house. So that was the moment where the landlord was like, you people, I'm refunding your money back. So we just had to beg somebody to put it in his empty. We had to beg like the caretaker to, let's just keep these properties here in this house since you people are not renting this right now. So funny story, we came back to the house to see it because they said, okay, it could fit into the 4-point-something million that we upped our budget to. But seeing this house right now made us realize, it had a whole lot of balconies. Every room had a balcony. It was really spacious. But then I realized that I didn't like how quiet the area was. And I preferred that particular house where I saw where they were moving mad. So I was just still looking. I mean, like, really spacious. I love the white doors. I love how spacious everywhere was. But at this point, the compound was just looking like, ish, and like, nah, I don't want to be here. I really don't want to be here. And I'm thankful, at this point, I was thankful that landlord did everything, frustrated us. This house was really spacious. I mean, we even had a walk-in closet. I was just thankful that landlord did what he did. We're refunding our money because I wouldn't have known somewhere better exists. So this just goes to show that if you feel like you're rejected for something in life, I think at this point I was telling my brother how balconies are just filled. This house is just filled with balconies. And finally, this is me showing you guys how long the video initially was before I trimmed it to 30 minutes plus. And please remember to subscribe to my channel so that you can get an update when I drop an empty house tour of my new space. Thank you.